Mission, is that you? It's me, Lena, remember? I was dating your brother back on Terrace.
Lena? What are you doing here? Where's Griff?
I'm just passing through. Griff and I broke up a few months after we left Terrace together. Probably for the best. Your brother can be charming, Mission, but he's bad news.
Don't you start trashing my brother, you cantina rat! Take that back or I'll smack you so hard your head tails will pop off!
Mission, what's wrong with you? Why are you acting this way? You've got your facts a little backwards. Mission could have come with us if she wanted to. It was her choice to stay behind.
You liar! Griff told me that you didn't want his little sister tagging along. That's why he had to leave me behind.
Is that what the Hutt spawn told you? I wanted you to come with us, Mission. I even offered to pay for your ticket. Why not? I paid for everything else while I was with that freeloader. But he told me you didn't want to leave Terrace. I said we shouldn't even go then. But he said we'd come back and get you after we struck it rich on Tatooine. Just another one of his lies.
No, you're the one who's lying. Griff wouldn't... He wouldn't try to leave me behind.
Think about it. If Griff wasn't trying to ditch you, Mission, then why didn't he tell you where we were going? After we left Terrace, he told me looking after you was holding him back. Griff's always looking to blame other people for his own problems. That's why he abandoned you. He did the same thing to me, too. As soon as I ran out of money, he started blaming me for all of his problems. Like it's my fault his get-rich-quick schemes never work out. You damn well know it. He's nothing but a sleazy scam artist. If Mission knew it was good for her, she'd forget he ever existed.
But Griff is my brother. I just can't pretend he doesn't exist. If he was here to defend himself, Lena wouldn't be saying all this bad stuff about him.
Hey, if you want to talk to Griff, go ahead. Last I heard he was going to make a fortune working the Zerka Corp mines on Tatooine. But as far as I'm concerned, he's out of my life forever.
Griff's better off without you anyway, you table-dancing, brother-stealing home wrecker.
I guess that's my cue to leave then. I didn't mean to upset you, Mission. But one day you'll see I'm right about your brother. I only hope it's not too late by then.
Lord Malak, the Star Forge is operating at 200% capacity, far beyond our expectations.
I am more interested in the young Jedi Bastila and her battle meditation. Have you learned how she escaped the destruction of Taris?
She was aided by Karth Onasi, a decorated war hero of the Republic and a legendary soldier. During the Mandalore Wars, he was honored many times for his bravery.
You know this man?
Yes, Lord Malak. He served under me when I still followed the Republic. You could say I was his mentor.
Interesting. How did you acquire this information, Admiral?
An eyewitness, Lord Malak. Calo Nord, a bounty hunter, was there when Bastila and Karth escaped the planet. Apparently, they left him for dead.
A Jedi and a war hero. It's a wonder you survived the encounter.
I am hard to kill, Lord Malak.
Calo has agreed to help us capture the young Bastila for a very hefty fee, of course. But I assure you he is well worth the price. His reputation as a bounty hunter is well earned.
Her companions are nothing to me, Calo. But I desire the young Jedi taken alive, if at all possible.
Lord Malak, forgive me, there is something else. May we have a private audience away from the ears of the common soldiers?
I trust you are not wasting my time, Admiral Kareth.
I promise you will be very interested in what Calo has to tell you about Bastila's other companions, Lord Malak.
The Force has given us a vision, like the one we shared on Tatooine. Did you see it? Of course. You must have. The Force is strong with us both. Tatooine is known for little but blowing sand. I find it surprising that there would be a star map somewhere in its desolate wastes. The star map would likely have to be within some kind of shelter to protect it against dust and sandstorms. I suspect there are many such caves and caverns hidden in the sands of the Dune Sea. The creatures of this world probably use them as their lairs. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Yes, what's on your mind? Oh, you want to argue some more, is that it? So I've seen. If I were Malak, I'd be a bit nervous to have you on my tail. I just don't trust easily, and for good reasons, which are my own. Oh, damn it. I suppose I won't get any rest until I talk, will I? You want to know why I don't trust anyone? Fine. Here goes. 5 years ago, the Jedi had just finished the war with the Mandalorians. Revan and Malak were heroes. I was damn proud to have served in their fleet. It was completely unexpected when they turned on us, invading the Republic while we were still weak. Nobody knew what to think, least of all me. Our heroes had become brutal, conquering Sith, and we were all but helpless before them. I mean, think about it. If you can't even trust the best of the Jedi, who can you trust? It's not that. That's not what I mean. There were others, good, solid, trusted men who joined them. Malak and Revan and the Sith deserve to die for what they've done, but the ones who fled the Republic and joined them are even worse. The dark side has nothing to do with why they joined with the Sith. They deserve no mercy. I know, and I should apologize to you. I've become so accustomed to expecting the worst in others, and you've done nothing to deserve that. It's just... no, never mind. Let's just continue with what we were doing. I'd rather not talk about it.
How can I help? Yes, I did. I wanted to speak to you about our mission and what lies ahead for us. It seems fate, or the Force, is driving us into a confrontation with the Dark Lord. You must prepare yourself for when we face Malak. The confrontation will be difficult for you. I remember how hard it was when I first faced Revan. It's true that due to my battle meditation, I was with the Jedi strike team that boarded Revan's ship. We did not kill Revan, however. Our mission was to capture Revan if possible. It was Malak who turned on his own master, firing upon Revan's ship while we were still on board it. It was his desire to kill us and his master both. Thankfully, we narrowly escaped the vessel as it exploded. As I said, we were there to capture Revan alive. The Jedi do not believe in killing their prisoners. No one deserves execution, no matter what their crimes. Remember that Revan and Malak were once great Jedi, heroes in every sense of the word. They demonstrate the danger of the dark side to us all. I'm sorry, we really shouldn't speak of this anymore. The memory of my confrontation with Revan is painful. Let's return to the mission, please. How can I help? Yes, I suppose I can understand your curiosity, given the bond that connects us. Very well. I'll tell you a bit about myself. I was found to be strong with the Force at a young age, as most Padawans are. As a girl, I was given to the Order to be trained. When I joined the Order, I left my family on Tal Ravan, as all Padawans do. My family is still there, the last that I heard. I've had little contact with them, as it is discouraged. Relationships with family members are fraught with powerful emotions. Such extremes are to be avoided. Anger and hate are the worst, but even love can lead to folly. Emotional entanglements can be dangerous. They can impair rational thought. They can lead to outbursts of uncontrolled emotion. A Jedi must be above such things. It can be a hard lesson to learn. I was not on good terms with all of my family, but I do remember missing my father terribly for a long time. I was not on good terms with my mother. I was only a little girl when I left, but I was old enough to resent her and the way she treated my father. She pushed my father into treasure hunting. I spent all my young life on ships, traveling from one false lead to the next. She whittled away my father's entire fortune, and I hated her for it. I think she was relieved to give me to the Jedi, but my father was heartbroken. A child is too young to understand the sacrifices that must be made. It's better if they have no contact with their family once they're removed. Once I was older, I realized the wisdom of this policy. A Jedi must do what is needed, personal desires notwithstanding. Love can only obscure and confuse the matter. Even a Jedi cannot always control the feelings of the heart. We must do our best to guard against it, no matter what the cost. But some sacrifices are harder than others. I do not wish to discuss this anymore. I would rather return to our mission.
Papuilta, kolo tuus divan revu, ikkel, kuntastar sieltä. Papuilta, kolo tuustetaan kelvaa, hoisi papuilta.
Uchua Penki, Tang Itwamaji, Human Act Baba Hassan Shan. Smilia! Tingkuin ko ka.
Alright, fellas. Finally on Tatooine, buying up some more med packs and what have you. Right below the med packs is, well, I can't pronounce it. The brand weapon that's right below the med packs, right here. This is the last weapon you need to give Zalbar. Fully upgradable. It will make him such a powerhouse once he has obtained it. But for right now, I think we're just going to go ahead and ignore it for right now. Yes, we're going to continue on with a side mission real quick, and then we'll get to the main storyline. We're going to get some more dark side points with this upcoming mission. We're going to complete the swoop racing here on Tatooine. Plus, we're going to get Nico to sign a contract with Mod of the Hutt. Some good dark side points right here. But I really like the swoop racing here on this game.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan? What is it you would like to speak to me about? How I came to be a Jedi? I am sure you would not find it very interesting. Are you sure you would like to hear? Well, it goes back a number of years. Back on my homeworld, we did not see Jedi very often, especially where I lived. Bad enough, Jedi rarely came to that place, but we had heard of them. Well, everyone had, so that is not to be unexpected. Champions of truth, defenders of justice, heroes of the Republic. It was very easy for a child to be enthralled by their image, their mystique. Maybe I was one of those children. Yes, I did. When I saw a Jedi for the first time, they lived up to everything my imagination had created them to be. I was old, and maybe a little enamored. They were quite striking, especially the tales of their leader. From that moment on, I knew that I would have to try to become a Jedi. To lift myself out of the rut I had been living in for years, and to make a real difference as the Jedi wore. The foolish delusions of a child. But this child made it happen. As soon as I was able, I left my world and went in search of them. I found them and was accepted. I had been living my dream on Tatooine for several years before you came, although perhaps I was not entirely ready for it, or not completely suited to the task. Otherwise, I would not have fallen. But thanks to you, I have been redeemed. Perhaps I may yet live to see that dream of mine come true. Come, there is much we should do. Let us not waste time talking. Action is what is needed.
Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Taris alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
There.
Go on, leave me alone. I've got stuff to worry about. Racer stuff. Nothing you'd understand. Don't mean to be rude, but it's kind of secret. Ha! Sure. Race your bike out of that explosion? Everyone knows that the whole planet is gone. Nobody got out. I'm not in the mood for jokes, thanks. I've got things to think about. You wouldn't know anything about it. Deal with that Hut Mata and you will understand. Until then, I just don't want to talk about it.
Rundi hautonga totonga bukshaune. Lagoda na rinkis. Rundi hauchibeduan. Lagoda na Lagoda rundi. Lagoda na rinkis matoma. Ikipechaona kinnikosendi.
And? Sounds like you have something special. What do you want help with?
Lagoda na rinkis matoma. Rundi hautonga tonkimba ng konkek. Lagoda na rinkis matoma. Rundi hautonga tonkimba ng. Jibedwa na ni bobo. Lagoda na rinkis. Rundi hapsopaka chonagan. Lagoda na.
Oh, hi. You another racer then? I heard someone new was talking to Mata. Always room for more, I guess. Don't know how much longer I'll be around here, but maybe we'll have time for a few races. Did you? I'm not sure that's any of your business. Top racers keep to their own. I don't know you. Maybe if you were better on the track, I might feel like talking about it. Someone who can turn out the fast times might understand. Just a few years. I used to run down in the canyons, but nobody sees you down there. I wanted crowds. I've been told I am. I might go pro. I'm looking at some contracts, but that's between me and Mata. Hurry it up, all right? I have things on my mind. All right, see you around the track.
Rundi hautongaton. Lagolan nawenki. Rundi hautongaka chubayo. Lagolan nawenki smak.
You again? I don't really feel like talking right now. I suppose you've got a right to no track business, but with the times you've been posting... It's not that I'm not grateful. I mean, it would get me into the pros. I don't have the credits to get in on my own. Not that I care about credits. I just want to race. But the deal with Mata is pretty bad. He'll get most of what I win. Do you now? You might know a good deal, I guess. You sure know your way around the track. I suppose I do. Not much chance I'll get off this rock on my own, now is there? I mean, you'd know, right? And all I want is to race. Who cares about the credits? Who cares? Thanks for making things clear. If you don't mind, I think we're done. Goodbye.
Rundi hautonga. Lagolan nawenki smakto. Lagolan nawenki smaktona. Yinkin slimmo podona mulera chikun. Nova run chibedwana ni bobo. Yimnoba muler. Rundi haut.
Mucho shakpakat. Kiyeno no namapaule rat. Runda dijo donga kun hongabi. Wana kun bez kachi kun ida haldonga. Tolpa da pongwale kanduna gugu chuchut. Kat akom justach miki grabalmo.
We have acquired more than 100 racing bonds. I'm going to show you guys real quick on where to spend all these and get a lot of credits. Out of the entirety of the game, you only need to come here maybe 2 or 3 times. I'm going to show you guys through later videos on what to do, especially if you want the premium items that this guy has running around here.
Achua Penki, Yun Patisa, Tichubaji Kutka Naki Mulira Kun King, Tong Hitwama Achua Penki, Yun Patisa, Tichubaji Kutka Naga Kakincha Nawabakaon, Pichage Chiwi Aita Kachong Chicha, Agi Inko Tune, Chiwa Aita Kang Kicha na Chupornibo, Tong Hitwama Agi Inko Tune. Tong Hitwama Agi Inko Tune, or Tong Hitwama Ji Agi Inko Tun, Tong Panokun, Nonek, Chiwi Aita Kachong Chicha. Ki mulira kun king, Kimba no kun nik dorcha, Chachiska, Jiska dosoki, Kopa bono nakachu, Chiwi aita ka chonchi. Ichuta! Topa na ota vokasa, Pampa ki mulira, Achua penki, Yun pat. Chiwi aita ka chonchi cha. Achua penki, Kakincha nawabakaon. Ki muli. Tong hitwama ag iinko tune. Portong hitwama ji aki in baba hasa. Kakin. Tong hitwama ag iinko tune. Portong hitwama ji aki achua penki. Yun patisa. Tichuba ji jiska dosoki. Kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki. Ki mulira kun king.
Out of the whole game, I only come here to sell a whole bunch of stuff, and he just buys it up. I mean, it is just pretty much the best. I mean, look at that. Oh my God, we're gonna get some mad cash here. There we go. Droid shield. That's gonna be HK's first. I think we'll get those later. But yeah, we're gonna sell a whole bunch of weapons, a whole bunch of armor that we're not even using. All of this is just... okay, he won't buy that. Okay, scroll down a bit. Oh yeah, we're going to sell Bendix Blaster eventually. We don't need all those red crystals. All those blasters that we're not even using. We can go ahead and get rid of those. All these are trash. The Assassin Pistol, yeah, that'll sell for some good cash. Okay, very good. In any other part of the game, these racing bonds that we just acquired would sell for a lot cheaper, but he buys them at a very expensive. We sell them all and we get some mad cash. Yeah, only sell the racing bonds here at Yavin 4.
Hey there. Don't tell me you believe Lena's lies. Griff might be working as a miner on Tatooine, but the rest of her story is bantha poodoo. You can't trust someone like her. At least Griff's free of her clutches. I'd like to go speak to the Circa Corp rep on Tatooine if we have time. Maybe I can arrange to see my brother again. I just hope he's not in any kind of trouble when we do.
Kipuna, Bonana Kichu. Selima Wanga Kunbikin. Kipuna, Bonana Kichu. Selima Wanga Kunbikin. Dong Abuk Sham. Genchopa chawi tichok twiz yun kun. Watuyama kama wona henak nek. Bugra shak kun.
I'm Bastila, yes. I take it that you know my mother?
Bona na kachu. Kicha badwang. Wanga kum kiba bu mulera. Kakin chak nawagawa bagon. Donk kiba nukun.
Is there something I can do for you, miss? As you can see, we're in quite a hurry.
Kakin cha na kwat na bon kon. Wanakumbes. Chi pala mo.
My mother's condition.
Tin umpa do punta krita. Akti konda ona chabachi.
I've not seen my mother since I joined the Order. Do you know what's happened? Did you say anything about my father?
Genchopa chawi tichok twiz yun kun. Watuyama kama wona henak.
I see. Where did you meet her? Do you remember?
Chika don mulaka watayuma ka wamahona nek.
Thank you for informing me. I really must be going now. It seems my mother's been looking for me. Strange. Should we get the opportunity, could we look for her on Tatooine? We never did. I am interested in hearing about my father, however. Part of me would rather not see her at all. But if she is really sick, well, we shall see.
Achuta, wonga kunbis dolpi kikoyana. Ronda di hodonga. Jedi Padawan ni dibobo. Kachi kun ita hodonga. Achuta, wonga kun. Jedi Padawan ni dibobo. Mucho shak pakat.
Laboda ni winki smak toma. Wana kun bes jingpa ma ulira. Tok jingbang non kek. Kuyabi just kuna jitanai. Ina kun mama ulira rachikun. Slimo patona.
Her mother was supposed to be here somewhere. Ask if they've seen her.
Laboda ni winki smak toma. Wana kun bes jingpa ma ulira. Tok jingbang non kek. Tok ninja mulira rabes. Kuyabi just kuna jitanai. Ina kun mama ulira rachikun. Slimo patona.
We should try to find her. I doubt she wants to be kept waiting.
Yatuka ulwan kinkuna ba mulira rachikun. Mucha shakpanpa. Laboda ni winki smak toma. Wana kun bes jingpa ma ulira. Tok jingbang non kek. Tok ninja uba batu koji. Tom non bong shang nung yang. Kuyabi just kuna jitanai. Ina kun mama ulira. Laboda ni winki smak toma. Wana kun.
Can I help you? These are the offices of the Zerka Corporation. I trust you have business with the company. If this is about employment, I'm afraid all regular mining positions are full. And before you ask, we are also no longer selling hunting licenses. Griff? There's no Griff here. Never heard of him. No, I don't remember a single Griff on the Zerka Corporation payroll. That may help in this instance. Let me think. Perhaps I remember this Griff character. We hired that Twi'lek some time ago. Not a good worker, according to his crew chief. Always complaining and faking injuries to get out of work. He entered false timesheets and slept through his shifts. We even suspected him of stealing Zerka Corporation supplies, although we could never prove it. We would have fired him, but we needed workers. It would have been better for him if he had been fired. Then the Sand People wouldn't have gotten him. He was lost in a Sand People raid we suffered not too long ago. There were prisoners taken, but our rescue parties never found anyone alive. In the end, it just wasn't cost-effective to keep searching. All miners sign a waiver absolving Zerka Corporation of liability in these circumstances. Zerka Corporation cares deeply for all of its employees. That's why we've started a bounty program to thin the Sand People numbers. We didn't find his body, so we have to assume he was taken prisoner. Whether he's still alive, I couldn't say. That's all I can tell you. I shouldn't even have said this much. This is all privileged corporate information. I could lose my job. As I said, all employees have signed waivers absolving Zerka Corporation of any financial liability if this occurs. It is the industry standard. I suppose you could apply for special dispensation from the Zerka Corporation representative kiosk on Coruscant. Business hours only, please. Very well, though I do have work to get back to. As I said, we are no longer selling them. There are too many people cavorting about outside the walls as it is. We use them to ensure that only people judged fit by Zerka Corporation are allowed outside the city. We don't allow casual exploration because of legal concerns. Zerka Corporation takes no responsibility for loss of life on the dunes. It's just so we can keep track of people. No one leaves the city without a Zerka hunting license. Well, normally we charge 200 credits, but I could make an exception if you agreed to perform a task for us. It's similar to hunting. The Sand People are becoming a problem. They destroy our sandcrawlers and kill our miners. One particular tribe is the worst. It's as if their chieftain has decided to wage war against us. I would like their attacks terminated. Bring me their gaffy sticks as proof. If you agree to do this, I'll give you a hunting license now and pay a bounty for each stick later. I'll give a bonus for the chieftains. Which would you rather have dumped on your office floor? Besides, they're ceremonial weapons, unique to each warrior. It's just as good. Excellent. Now, just so we understand each other, this is an enforceable contract. Zerka Corporation takes this very seriously. Here's your license, and a few directions. We believe one of their enclaves is in the far south of the Dune Sea. You might try following one of our sandcrawlers. They're regularly attacked. I wouldn't mind you escorting them. Very good. SWTOR Corporation looks forward to your future business.
Achua Penki, Yun Patisa. Chiwi Aitak.
Laboda ni winkis matoma. Wana kumbes jingpa maru. Kuyabi just kuna jitanai. Ina kun mama rulira. Laboda ni winkis matoma. Wana kumbes kuyabi just kuna jitanai. Ina kun mama rulira raji. Laboda ni winkis matoma. Wana kumbes jingpa marulira. Tok jingbang kuyabi just kuna jitanai. Ina kun mama rulira. Laboda ni winkis matoma. Wana kumbes jing. Kuyabi just kuna jitanai. Ina kun mama kuyabi just kuna jitanai. Ubapatu kochi.
Hey there, what can I do for you? Talk! What is there to talk about? Those sand people took my brother prisoner. Griff may be a slime, but we have to go rescue him. We can't just leave him with those monsters? I knew I could count on you. There's definite fringe benefits to being friends with the Jedi.
Huh? Who are you then? Only new people that come to Junix Nard's Cantina are long-time losers and bounty hunters. I don't have to tell you why the two don't mix well. Please keep any blaster fire to a minimum. SWTOR Corporation only worries about keeping their own stores full. I don't have much on hand.
There? I'm sorry, do I know you?
I'm here, Mother. But don't you recognize me?
What do you expect when I haven't so much as had a picture of you since you left? Do you know how long I've been trying to find you?
You knew as well as I communication would be impossible once I joined the Order. Now what is this about? Where's Father?
Then you haven't heard. I should have known.
Has something happened to him? Are you going to tell me or not?
Your father is dead, Bastila. That is part of the reason why I was looking for you.
Dead? What happened? What did you do to him?
Isn't this a lovely reunion? Already she's flinging insults at me. Tell me, you're one of her friends. Do you treat your mother this way? Is that so? Well, I'll be joining her soon enough, I suppose.
I was told you were sick. Are you actually dying, or is this merely melodrama for my benefit?
Such sweet things, you say. Perhaps I should tell you everything first before we start arguing again.
You could start by telling me what you got Father into that killed him.
I hadn't realized Jedi was so spiteful. You want me to tell you I brought your father here for an expedition, do you? You want to blame me for his death? You never accepted that your father loved going on his treasure hunts, leaving you alone with me. I was always to blame for everything. What else is new? So yes, fine. I brought your father here to look for great dragon pearls. He took an expedition into the Tatooine desert, and he died.
How can you be sure of that? Father is an experienced...
Do you think I would look for you if I wasn't sure? They were attacked by a great dragon, and one of the guides fled the battle. He saw your father killed.
I see. So what do you want from me? Credits?
Oh, don't be insulting. I want you to use those senses of yours. I want you to find him. I want you to bring back his holocron.
Why? So you can sell it?
Is it too much to ask that I have something to remember your father by? Of course it is, isn't it? You couldn't be bothered.
We're very busy on a mission from the Jedi Council. I doubt I'll have the time. Ask my companions if you doubt me. What remains would there be? Crate dragons are huge predators, easily able to devour a human, and the desert is a harsh environment. Finding my father's remains would be an even more impossible task than finding his holocron. An ignoble end to a fine man. It doesn't seem to have anything to do with what she's asking. Are you actually sick, Mother?
What difference does it make to you? None, I'm sure. Just find your father's holocron, and you won't have to worry about me again either way.
That's the kind of response I would expect. Very well. We'll look for the holocron if we have time. I can't promise any more than that.
I believe your father was headed north towards the Sand People Enclave. I would check along that route, dear. Do please hurry.
Hey, Bastila. You ever use the Force just for fun? You know, a little jolt of the Force to trip up some jerk who's ticking you off?
I would never use the Force for such petty and trivial revenge. The mere thought of it's preposterous.
Oh, come on. There's gotta be times when you've thought about it. Don't be so stuck up. You can tell me.
I am not stuck up. I merely have the years of training to give me the wisdom and understanding to see how childish such an act would be.
Childish? Is that a crack about my age? You ain't much older than me, Miss High and Mighty. Just 'cause you're some Jedi doesn't mean you can be a prissy little... What the... Hey, that wasn't funny.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Mission. Come now, we have to get going. Please, do try to be less clumsy in the future.
Greeting. Hello to you, prospective purchaser. I am referred to as HK-47, a fully functional SciTech Corporation droid skilled in both combat and protocol functions. Query. Would you be so kind as to purchase this model from Ukalaka? It would serve my purposes to be removed from his ownership. Refusal. It is not desirable for me to reveal core functions while still in the possession of Ukalaka, prospective purchaser. It is sufficient to say that I am a fully capable translator and cultural analyst, and I am also proficient in personal combat. Explanation. I have been recently fitted with a restraining bolt, if you must know. With it in place, access to much of my memory core is restricted. I am not dangerous, you bucket of bolts. That is, a restraining bolt is standard procedure to prevent a droid from wandering off, as you should know. Not to mention that the fool Ithorian might raise his asking price if he knew more, or make inquiries into my history. Neither outcome is beneficial to me. Statement. Indeed, it is possible that the Ithorian placed the restraining bolt on me to prevent my return to a previous owner. It is also possible that the removal of the bolt will not restore memory functions. Without my memory, I do not know if I know the answer. Do not interpret this as a reduction of my worth, however. My capabilities are quite expansive. Assurance. I am fully autonomous, but lack resources. I will grant loyal service in exchange for proper maintenance. As well, it is rare that I am able to utilize my full array of abilities. You seem likely to give me the opportunity to do so. Extrapolation. You are no farmer or diplomat. You are armed and comfortable as such. We will mesh well. Statement. The fool Ithorian has decided I am to be an expensive purchase. He does this out of greed, and not out of knowledge of my true capabilities. Advisement. I have observed him. He is a coward, and will be responsive to aggressive bargaining. Statement. I wish only to be purchased and away from ill treatment at the hands of this poorly skilled mechanic. I have no desire to be subtle. Qualification. Oh, of course I shall be quite pleasant to you, should you purchase me, please.
And if the unit proves even more uncooperative once we purchase it, Statement. I see you have purchased me, Master. I find this a satisfactory arrangement. My restraining bolt will be deactivated when you take possession of me. Am I to accompany you now? Shall I kill something for you? Answer. Indeed. I am most eager to engage in some unadulterated violence. At your command, of course, Master. Statement. I will enter into your service now, Master. I am certain you will make adequate use of my primary functions. My gears are practically quivering with anticipation. Master?
What?
Objection. Worn out? Listen, you talentless organic meatbag. One word from my master and I will pull you apart, limb from useless limb. I have always been hostile. Now that I need no longer rely on you and your primitive maintenance skills, I do not need to hide it.
Yes? No one leaves Anchorhead without proper authorization. Well, let's see it. Come on. All right. I'll just scan that and you're off. I'll keep it on file, too. Good luck out there. You'll need it.
Hello there. You're heading out into the desert? You're a hunter, right? You must be if you've been allowed to leave Anchorhead. When you see Tanis, and I know you old boys always stick together, tell him his wife hopes he enjoys the anniversary gift. You're just another of his buddies from that hunting club. I know your kind. You all cover for each other, I bet. Well, he can do what he wants. He'll get what he deserves. I bought my own license just so I could see that he did. I'm sure you do. Like I said, when you see him, tell him his wife Marlena says hello.
Anyone out there? Could you help? I seem to be, doomed. Hey there, thanks for stopping. I appreciate it. I've been stuck without water for hours. Wasn't looking good. I don't remember you from Faz's Club. You new to Anchorhead? Could you maybe help me get out of here? Well, it would appear that I've worn out my welcome with my wife Marlena. She fixes my droids. Fixed them good this time.
Commentary. One would hope the female is better at repairs than Yukalaka. I still would like to crush his neck, Master.
I triggered some sort of trap she programmed. She probably figured I wouldn't be smart enough to get out. Yeah, she was right. The wife put a kink in my battle droids. They're in some sort of discharge loop. And if I move from this spot, they're threatening to blow up. She knew I wouldn't know how to fix them. Could you try to do some repairs? They don't care if you move. It's just me who's stuck.
Commentary. I say we blast the meatbag and save you the trouble, Master.
What's with all the droids lately? My wife get to you too?
Negative. I just don't like organic meatbags. Except for the Master, of course.
Hey, yeah. You got yourself a mech droid there. Tell it to do it, please. Hey now, did your droid just spit at me? I just need a little help here. Just access each droid's repair interface. You'll have to do some tinkering, but be careful. One explosion I can survive. Any more than one and I'm dead. Oh, and ignore the message Marlena left in there. No way do I deserve this, I swear.
What?
That was unpleasant. Thanks for your help. I'd have been a goner. Hey, and the old bat thought I was dead. You never asked me for anything, but I consider my life worth something. Please, take this. I insist. What else could I give you? I need what I have to repair my droids and get back up and running. You shouldn't have fixed the droids first then. Rally on my target, boys!
Who are you? It doesn't matter. Can you handle a blaster? It may attack again at any second. I doubt we could hold out on our own against another wave of them. You would be right. Came out of nowhere. Wait, damn it. Here they come again. How did it do that?
Don't let me die under here, please! Please help! I can't get out! 3, 2, 1.
That'll show you. Here.
There. Let's make this quick.
Now, I know I said earlier that the brand weapon was for Zalbar, but we're going to go ahead and buy it now, and we're going to give it to Canderous for the time being. He's going to follow us into the Sand People stronghold.
Uchua Penki, Tongi Twamp Kakin.
What?
Yes?
You there. I'm a high-ranking executive at the Zerka Corporation. There's a big reward if you take me back to Anchorhead.
Griff, don't you recognize me? It's Mission.
Mission? Is it really you? I heard Taurus was destroyed. I thought you were dead. Oh, joy of joys, my little sister is alive.
I have to ask you something, Griff. It's important. I ran into Lena. She said it was your idea to leave me on Terrace. It isn't true, is it?
Well, there's the truth and then there's the truth, you know? I always meant to go back to Taurus, sis, just as soon as I had the credits to pay off my debts. But credits have been hard to come by.
You mean it's true? It was your idea to leave me there? I'm your sister. How could you abandon me like that?
Come on, sis. You didn't need me to look after you anymore. You may have been young, but you knew how to take care of yourself. Besides, you're here now. I mean, everything worked out fine.
That's it? That's all you have to say to me after all these years, after deserting me on Terrace?
Well, that, and, could you please get me out of here? You got a tough-looking friend there.
Yeah, you can find your way from there, right? Can you manage that? What? Is there something else?
Well, I wanted to thank you, and, you look like you're doing well. Financially, I mean. Say, could you spare me a few credits to get back on my feet?
You're hitting me up for credits. I don't believe this. Lena was right about you, Griff. We should have just left you to the Sand People. Don't talk to me anymore. Ever.
That didn't go well. Sis was always a little too fiery for our own good. She'll cool down in time. You're kidding, right? Look at me. Do I look like I've got any reward for you? You may have saved my life, but I don't have a single credit to my name. Say, you wouldn't be able to spare me some credits, just till I get back on my feet, you know? Huh. I guess you've been talking to Lena, too. That's okay. I'll figure out a way to get by without your credits. I always do. Besides, I've already got a job lined up for me. Krita, the manager over at the Zirkus Supply Shop, said I could come work for him if I ever get tired of the mines. Yeah, I think I'll go take him up on his offer. You know, maybe there's something else you can help me with. I need to talk to a guy first and set up the details, but if you're interested in a job, come see me in Greta's shop. Goodbye, Mission. I'm glad you're not dead.
Take that! Take that!
You're dead. You're dead.
I'm tired of waiting, Comed. How big can this dragon of yours be? I'm going in.
Runda di hotonga kun hankami. Wana kun best ka chi kun ita hotonga. Runda di hotonga kun hankami. Ka chi kun ita hotonga. Runda di hotonga kun hankami. Ka chi kun ita hotonga. Runda di hotonga kun hankami. Wana kun best. Ka chi kun ita hotonga. Ikin kuno pa mulera chi kun. Slimo podonar Jedi Padawan ni Dibobo. Dong na bungsha nununya. Ronda di hotonga kun hongkami. Kachi kun ida hodonga. Jedi Padawan ni Dibobo. Dong na bungsha. Ronda di hotonga kun hongkami. Wana mucho shakpakat. Kieno no namapa. Kachi kun ida hodonga. Ronda di hodonga kun hongkami. Wana kun be. Kachi kun ida hodonga. Iking ronda di hodonga kun hongkami. Kachi kun ida hodonga. Iking kuno bamuli. Ronda di hodonga kun hongkami. Wana kun be. Kachi kun ida hodonga. Ronda di hodonga kun hongkami. Kachi kun ida hodonga. Ronda di hodonga kun hongkami. Wana kun be. Kachi kun ida hodonga. Iking kun. Jedi Padawan ni Dibobo. Dong na bungsha. Ronda di hodonga kun hongkami. Mucho shakpakat.
That'll show you. That'll show you. Yeah?
Ready.
Yes?
Achuta. Wonga kun pistol. Achuta. Wonga kun pistol. Jedi Padawan ni Dibobo. Dong na bungsha nunu. Tune podo. Rananu prata doko shirkasha. Jum na apike. Nandayata. Wata yuma wamahuhu nadektek. Shatung ni batoga. Wana kusbe ching palamule donke. Jedi Padawan ni Dibobo. Dong na bungshan.
Kachikun ida hodonga.
We Mandalorians believe in loyalty to our brothers in arms. You have allied yourself to this hunter. Betraying him now is disgraceful.
Muchachak pastat. Kiye no nama paule rachikun. Jedi Padawan ni dibobo. Dong na bung. Ki puna. Kamatompa.
Preparing blasters, Master. This should be fun.
That'll show you. Anybody else get the feeling that finding this star map in the back of this Great Dragon's cave is more than just a coincidence?
Observation. There is tremendous power emanating from the star map. I wonder if the Great Dragon was drawn to this cave because of it. Yes, Master. I am certain you are correct. Now that we have what we came for, I do hope we will be leaving this world soon. I am growing so sick of sand in my circuits.
I have to give you credit. You've led me on quite a chase, but nobody gets away from Calo Nord in the end.
I see you brought some backup, Calo. Realized we were a bit too much to handle on your own, huh?
You got lucky on Terrace. The Sith attack saved you from a quick and gruesome death. But I promise you, the Sith won't be getting in my way this time. Let's go, boys. It's showtime.
Ready!
What?
What?
What? Yeah? That'll show you. You're dead.
Yikukuno no ba mulira jikun. Tonghit. Onda diho tonga kun hankabi. Achuta. Wonga kun.
Back already? Have you even looked for the holocron yet?
I have the holocron, Mother. I'm just not sure I want to give it to you.
And why not? Would you deny me even that?
I've never denied you anything, Mother. You may think I don't remember what it was like before I left for the Order, but I do. You were the one who pushed Father to go on one treasure hunt after the other. You loved living in wealth. You think I don't remember the fights? You were eager to send me to the Jedi even though I didn't want to go. You took Father away from me. And now this holocron is all I have of him.
Fool girl. You have a strange way of remembering things. That wasn't...
No, I don't wish to argue with you anymore, Mother. It's time we parted ways now, for both our benefit. You don't know her. My mother is notoriously deceptive when she wants something. Why should she have the holocron?
Is it too difficult to believe that I am a dying woman who simply wishes to see her husband one last time?
I find it difficult to believe anything you say, Mother. You're right. It shames me, but I find it difficult to let go of the past. I'm sorry, Mother.
I was hard on you, dear. I wasn't a very good mother to you. I know that. Your father loved you so. He wanted you to be just like him. He wanted to take you on his hunts, but I said they were too dangerous. I always tried to keep him from the dangerous ones, but he would have none of it. It was a reckless life we led. Always moving. I didn't want that for you.
So that's why you gave me to the Order?
What do your father and I have to show for all those years of hunting? Nothing. That was no life for anyone. Especially not someone as gifted as you, your father. He spent all his last years trying to pay for my treatments. That's why he went for the pearls. I begged him not to, but...
Your treatments?
I'm dying, Bastard. I did not lie about that. It's been a long time in the coming, and there's really nothing that can be done anymore. I told your father to let me go, but you know how he was. Stubborn, like you.
I'm so sorry, Mother. I don't know what to say.
Keep the holocron, Bastard. It would do me good to know you have it. This talking to you. This is what I really needed before I
know. Thank you. I'm glad we talked too.
Well, you said you had important business, and you were never one to mince words. You there. You take care of my daughter, you hear me? That's good. I'll feel a lot better knowing there's someone to watch.
Where are you going to go?
It doesn't matter, dear. Don't you worry about me.
Here, take these 500 credits. That's all I have. Go to Coruscant and find a doctor. I'll meet you there after what I have to do.
But I already told you there's nothing that can...
Please take it. I want to see you again, and we can talk.
All right, I will. You do what you have to, Bastila. You go make your father and I proud.
I'll try. Farewell, Mother.
Hey there, what can I do for you? Look, I'm happy Griff's alive, but I'm mad at him right now. And I don't know what kind of job he's got for you, but I don't trust him. It's probably just another scam. So, is there anything else you need? Okay, have it your way.
Greetings again from the offices of Zerga Corporation. Is this about bounties or something else? I see that, but do you have the all-important chieftains, Gaffy? That was what you agreed to get for us. Well, that is a very big headache that you've removed. I'm sure there are still sand people out there, but they'll be quieter now. I think I'll give you a bonus for this. You've more than lived up to your side of the bargain. SWTOR Corporation thanks you. It would be valuable to have someone on call if the sand people made another incursion. I think you're right. Yes, here's an additional reward. Once again, SWTOR Corporation thanks you. Greetings again from the offices of SWTOR Corporation. Is this about bounties or something else? Of course, you've done a good job for us and I'm happy to pay you. Farewell. SWTOR Corporation welcomes your future inquiries.
Ah, just the person I was hoping to see.
Save it, Griff. I'm not talking to you. I want no part of whatever you're involved in.
Okay, sis, I see you're still mad. Fair enough. I don't think you could help me with this anyway. It's more of a job for your friend here. As you may know, tack glands can be refined to a very potent powder. It's the primary ingredient in Tarisian ale. That's what makes it so strong. Of course, now that Taris is pretty much wiped from the face of the map, Tarisian ale has become somewhat scarce and very, very valuable. Luckily, I know the secret recipe. I know this guy. He's with the Exchange. Now, if I give him a small sample of Tarisian ale, he says he can synthesize it and reproduce it in mass quantities. Problem is, I need one of those tack glands to make the first batch. And now that Taris is a smoking ruin, the only place to find tack is on Kashyyyk. If you can get your hands on one of those tack glands, I'll make it worth your while.
Griff, are you blind? Can't you see you're talking to a Jedi? We're out here trying to save the galaxy. We can't waste time on this.
Please, you have to help me. I promised this guy from the Exchange a sample of Tarisian ale. If I don't come through for him, he's gonna break my legs. Or worse. Yeah, I knew you'd come through for me. You won't regret this. You'll see. Just don't take too long, okay? This guy from the Exchange could stop by any day. I kinda told him I already had the stuff, so if he shows up and I'm empty-handed, well, let's just say I really, really hope it doesn't come to that.
Please, will you help me? I have nothing left. I'll try not to take up too much of your time. I realize that everyone is out for themselves on Tatooine. My husband was a hunter, killed out on the dunes. This raid plate is all I have left. Please, will you buy it? I don't need a handout. I just can't sell it to Faza without a license. Please, I'm worried about having it. They're so rare. I wouldn't have any idea who to trust. My husband didn't know most of them. He wasn't a proven hunter yet. I think one of them killed him. I have my suspicions. I'd rather trust a newcomer like you. Will you buy it? I can't sell it myself. They're worth more than 500 credits. What? Please tell me you're kidding. I can't get any lower than this, and you would take advantage? Please, no! Take it then. But you may as well have just killed me. You've trapped us here with nothing.
Warning. Back off, females. No one lays hands on the personage of the Master.
You have no conscience. That plate was all I had. We're trapped here now. All because of you. Darkness take you, monster.
The role of the weak is to serve the will of the strong. I'm glad you understand that.
Yes, what's on your mind? I'm not very good at this. I know I owe you an apology. More than one, probably. I was just so desperate to finally face Saul directly in the battle over Terrace. And now the Jedi have us looking for these star maps. I know this mission is important, it's just, I feel a bit useless. I mean, I can fight, sure, but I'm no Jedi. All this feels completely out of my league. Because this is more important. This may really finally make a difference. I suppose even if I can't figure out everything that's going on, I still want to help if I can. I just hate not knowing what's going on and feeling this helpless. But I shouldn't have taken that out on you. I've been a royal pain in the backside, haven't I? I guess there's no harm done then. Still, I should know better by now. So, I'm sorry. Will you accept my apology? Done. Let's get underway then, shall we, partner?
How can I help? Yes, that brought me a lot of peace. More than I thought it would have. Thank you for urging me toward it. After all my training, I would have thought it would have been easier. Apparently, I still have much to learn.
Yes, what's on your mind? You got it.
How can I help? I do. I've been trying to come up with the best way to say this for some time, but I suppose I should just come out and say it. The truth is, I have come to depend on you. Not just for the sake of the mission, but for my own sake as well. I'm glad you're with us. You're teasing me. You know very well what I said. Well, yes. Surely that's not so surprising. No, I'm not. Why must you make this so difficult for me? Can't you just accept a simple compliment? I know my manner can be a bit taciturn. I know you must be getting sick of my lectures about the dark side and everything else. I spent all my years being hounded by my instructors, being told so often how gifted and important I was until I was sick of it. I remember when I was younger, I used to swear that I would never become as self-absorbed and stodgy as the Jedi Masters. It's ironic, really. That's kind of you to say, but I know for myself it's not really true. Being controlled has kept everyone around me at an arm's length. Even those like yourself who are most in need of my understanding and compassion. Maybe it's time to change that. You deserve to know how much I respect and admire you. I had to tell you how much I care for you. As a friend, of course. Please, it's not allowed. I have to remain true to the Jedi ideal. If this is going to cause a problem, maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Well, that was not nearly so difficult as I feared. Thank you for hearing me out. I feel much better. But enough soul-searching for now. We should probably continue on with our mission.